Kia ora, hello, and welcome to Ordinary Life with Kitty and Emma, where we're talking about our ordinary lives with Parkinson's. We're not medical experts, but we are experts on us. And we're brought to you by Cover Yours Insurance Advisors. From quote to claim, they're in your corner. Find them on coveryours.co.nz. And this show is brought to you by accessmedia.nz, or you can find us wherever you get your podcasts.
Hooray!
Hello. Welcome, Kitty.
Thank you,
what
Emma.
What are we doing today?
Today we are talking about knowledge and research. Because you read a lot of stuff about Parkinson's, and I don't, because I find it scary, and you seem to really enjoy it. Yeah.
I sort of enjoy it.
You sort of enjoy it.
I think I'm a bit obsessed, because if I see the word Parkinson's in any headline or anything, I'm compelled to read it.
Really?
And I'm also compelled to rant about how it's wrong to my family. So, like, literally, even just last night, I was like, "Oh my God, there's this article on Newsroom, and it's talking about Parkinson's, and it's got something wrong," and everyone rolled their eyes. And
What was it about?
Well, it was talking about something that so a group of New Zealand researchers have developed a model of the olfactory system, or our sense of smell,
Right.
and our and the headline was something like Parkinson's. And you know, everyone starts their Parkinson's journey with a smell loss.
Oh, that old chestnut. I remember that one.
Yeah, and it kind of got me going, that's not true, not everyone. And then it said later on in the article it was 95%, and I kind of went, that is quite high though.
Is it 95% though?
Yeah. So anyway, that was something I was ranting about. But
Yeah.
I think in general, reading research, I don't know if it is always extremely exciting or enjoyable, but it's something I kind of got, a bit addicted to.
Why do you think that is?
Well, I tend to be one of those personalities that I get really, I sort of fall down rabbit holes a bit.
Yeah.
So early on in my journey, I started reading a website that was talking about dopamine and how we lose our dopamine neurons. And I got really, really interested in dopamine itself and how it works. And I started to I had all these questions, you know, like why if I have supposedly lost 80% of mine, can I still, does the medication still work? And it kind of just drove me to keep reading and trying to discover more and more. And I kind of thought that I might make things better in my life if I did that, if I knew more.
And do you think it has?
I don't know, really. I don't know what the balance is. I don't know if I've got the balance right, for example, but I do know a bit about dopamine from reading a lot about it, but I don't know if it's actually helped my life, really.
I've researched dopamine, and then I've forgotten what it was. I did a YouTube video about it once, I think, but I've just done a little search and found your article, the smell test that could stop Parkinson's in its tracks.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I wish. Why pleasant smells become less enjoyable for patients? I don't know. The first sign is a fading sense of smell. New Zealand research, blah, 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 blah. Bid to stop the disease. Oh, that would be nice. But I don't think it's... Yeah, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole, so I'll stop. But no, I find it... I mean, I think one of the first things that I discovered after being diagnosed was... I went to a seminar, and there was a doctor talking about end-stage Parkinson's. And I thought, well, this is cheery.
Yeah.
And I think it just freaked me out so much. I've been put off researching.
Yeah.
And people often say, but surely you want to find out as much as you possibly can. And I kind of think, whether it's right or wrong, I've found out enough for my own knowledge. But I'm living with it on a day in, day out basis. I don't want it to be something that defines me, or it doesn't want to be my be all and end. Am I making any sense at all?
No, you're totally making so much sense because I think that what you've stumbled across is that the way a lot of experts and people in academia talk to lay people like us is it kind of makes us feel a bit. They don't kind of always modulate what they're saying to different audiences. So like they don't always sort of seem to like talk in a way that if you're talking to people with the disease and you're talking like that, it is really hard to listen to for us.
It's very confronting.
Yeah.
I mean, some might argue that's a good thing. Some might say, well, isn't that good? You know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of like looking at and knowing all that stuff about end stage, what you might get to at the end of your life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if knowing that right now is helpful for me, or hearing about it.
Yeah, I do know, but I mean, there's lots of things about. We have a program scheduled that neither of us have mentioned because I don't think either of us want to talk about it. And that's the stuff like Parkinson's dementia and how you're more at risk of dementia. And that's something I avoid. And I probably shouldn't. But it's something that scares me, so I don't look at it. And then part of me thinks, but is that actually avoiding the issue? Should I not just tackle it head on? Maybe there's something that I might learn that might help me avoid it. But then I'm really frightened of it.
Yeah, I know. Like when I had COVID recently and I got a bit of brain fog, it did make me go, "Oh no, dementia!" And I did this thing where I went online and I went, "What are the 10 signs of dementia?" And how and it is kind of because one of those things that Michael J. Fox's foundation recommend that you get really familiar with the research and you understand your disease. But I think there's a point at which there's a balance to be struck as well, because it's also true that our brains we believe what we repeat in our heads. So I don't really like thinking about Parkinson's on a day-to-day all the time, I
am a healthy, strong individual and there is nothing wrong with me. It's like people will say to me, "How are you doing?" And I'll go, "Oh, I'm fine." And then they look at me and I'm kind of like, almost like, "Oh, you mean that?" You're asking how I am. My chronic illness. And it's weird, isn't it? I don't know about you. I think that I'm fine all the time. I think, "Oh, I'm all right. Yeah, feeling good this morning."
Yeah.
And then somebody will remind you that you've got a chronic illness and actually you should be feeling miserable and sad. She said with a grin.
Oh, I know. I get the same when people ask me that. I'm like, "Oh, you're asking me to rank, where I'm up to in my disease progression."
And what stage are you at? That's my favourite.
Well, I actually saw this social media post that I thought was quite helpful the other day, which is someone was saying, "At 7:00 in the morning, I'm stage 1. Yay!" And at 5:00 in the afternoon, I'm at stage 5. Like it varies across the day with my symptoms.
It's interesting actually because at work I've had a particularly stressful encounter this week and I couldn't sleep very well last night, and I was thinking I should get up and I should do something about it. I should maybe send an email or I should write some stuff up. And my husband actually said, "Why didn't you get up?" He said, "I have done that in the middle of the night and sometimes it can just help calm you down and then you've dealt with it and you can go back to sleep. And I said to him, the problem is at 3 o'clock in the morning, I can't type. Do you know what I mean? Like, on a morning, I take my tablets. It takes about 20 minutes, half an hour, and then I'll be able to type. At the moment, I'm completely buzzing and I'm all over the place because I've taken on my tablets and it's the morning and I'm kind of like, whoa. But I can move my body and I can do what I want. But I couldn't do that in the middle of the night. Because I need to rest. In fact, I'll roll over and I can feel a tremor sometimes in my hands, and I've started clasping my hands together and stuff like that. And I did think about researching it and looking at the reasons why and is there anything I can do. And then I just thought, you've got a degenerative disease. It just happens, right?
Yeah. I also think like if you do that, you get advice that doesn't really help. Like you need to get some sleep and you need to eat well and exercise, and you're like, oh, well.
Oh, wow. Had no idea. Oh, yeah. Oh, do I need to look after myself and get plenty of sleep, and I need to rest, and I need to have a good diet, and I need to be the right weight, and I need, it's like, that's just so simple. Can somebody pay all my bills, please?
I actually think that, the mental health side of it is way harder to kind of crack than this, just eat well and exercise. And you have to do all of those things, don't you? It's all number one. It's all very important.
Yeah. Yeah. And nobody mentions paying the bills and looking after the kids. And...
Yeah. Yeah.
But research, let's go back to research. I mean, do you find it helps you to understand stuff more, or does it stress you out?
It helps in a certain extent because it helped me knowing more about how our bodies work, but it doesn't help me like looking very closely at where different products or different interventions or pills or medicine is up to, because it's kind of like so slow and so long, and it doesn't help me with getting through living with it day to day. So that's where I think I draw the line. Like if it's helping me to get through my day to day, great, but very little of it is.
So why do you read so much of it then if you find
I think it's just because I've always had that kind of brain, like I've always kind of gone, why, but why, but why, but why. Yeah, so I can't really turn it off completely.
Yeah, because I think I get frustrated when people send me research. They'll say, oh, you should read this. It's got this about Parkinson's, but usually it's either old stuff or stuff I already know. I think that my favourite one is there was a TV program, like a fictional drama, and they said you should watch this because the guy in it he's got Parkinson's, and I think it was like a BBC thing. And this person had Parkinson's, and I was like, that's like me ringing you up and going, hey, you should watch like every single television program on TV because there's an able-bodied person who doesn't have anything wrong with them. There's a story about a man who got a cold. I think you got one once. Why do you think I want to watch something just because somebody's got Parkinson's in it?
I know. Do you know there's 10 million people worldwide with Parkinson's? If I watched all the content, I wouldn't have a time.
I mean, I know it can be good because it helps promote exposure of people with Parkinson's and stuff like that. But I just thought it was really funny. It was like, I'm not going to watch it just because of that.
Yeah, exactly. You should say back, well, is the person with Parkinson's, are they a woman and are they in their 40s or no? Oh, okay.
No, not a female in their early 40s, 30s, sometimes 20-something. Yeah. Well, there you go. We managed to fluff around and talk a little bit about research, but not actually really get anything done as per usual. Oh
Oh my gosh.
man.
That was great. Thank you, Kitty, for all the words of wisdom on
The words
reading research or not reading research.
The laughter was good.
And this show has been brought to you by
Cover Yours.
Cover Yours. Cover Yours. Thanks for supporting our program, Cover Yours.
And you can find us at Ordinary Life PD and at Ordinary Life on Facebook and Instagram.
Until next time. Thanks, Kitty. Ka
Thank
kite
you,
anō.
Emma.
This episode was produced at Coast Access Radio with support from Irarangi Te Motu, New Zealand On Air. You can catch this and other podcasts online at accessmedia.nz, or you can search Coast Access Radio on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.